Yo, what up, team? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment, where you about to get that Saturday morning, eating that bowl of cereal, crossing your legs, sitting on the floor, and enjoying your life as a child experience.
Damn, he ain't lying. All the above. Woo! Man.
What we reacting to today, bro?
Extreme Ghostbusters Episode 2, Darkness at Noon, Part 2.
Woo!
Bustin' makes us feel good.
They really do. But we kids right now, not grown-ups.
Facts. Hey, I love the series, man.
No, but anyway, last episode was intense. Getting us back, getting our feet wet, getting the proton packs dust off, getting them new ghost capturing devices.
Getting ready to go. Yep.
You know what I mean?
New team.
Team.
School. Getting re-educated, but getting some of the legacy characters to come in, passing that torch. This is great, man. 90s, late 90s. Mm-hmm. We back, man. This is a legacy story to an extent.
Yeah, man. Egon got sick, and we got to see how he going to get better. You ready to react?
Let's go.
Get these headphones on.
Extreme Ghostbusters.
Damn.
It's extreme.
You believe in ghosts?
They do.
What are you talking about?
Ghosts.
Paranormal Phenomena 101.
Someone out there desires
Look at my eyes, bro.
anytime now. Feel my disease.
Getting possessed by a ghost, bro.
That's crazy.
There's something strange.
Can you imagine seeing that? I'm leaving New York, bro.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I want a Spider-Man ever win against Ghost.
You know what? That's an interesting question.
Yo,
Maybe, I don't know.
I know supernatural things, but I mean like a ghost. Like, yo, like, what you gonna do with that?
That'd be interesting.
What you gonna do with them web slingers but make me mad?
Radioactive activity. Paranormal edition.
You know, busting makes me feel good. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Man, they really could have brought this to life, man.
They could have.
I think it would really work, man. It covers all the bases, man.
Everything.
When do we get started?
Immediately. You need to know how to work the PKE meters and proton guns, and the equipment is falling apart and the Ecto-1 is in terrible shape.
If it's got an engine, I can fix it.
And if it's got a nougat center, he can eat it.
Go ahead, try it now.
Like a top.
Either close escrow tonight, or else walk it. You should have seen his face, Barney.
Oh.
Feel my disease.
God damn.
All the interior circuitry needs to be checked.
Got it. This one needs a minor adjustment.
You said red's positive, right?
No, positive is...
Epic.
I should not be laughing at that. I'm grown.
Bruh.
Nothing. Everything is just fine.
Oh.
He was blind, bro. Somebody
That's
tell
so
me,
messed
please.
up.
Tell me what's going on. I can sense some shit.
That was so messed up.
Important thing to remember is that you must never, under any circumstances, cross the streams.
Why? What'll happen? Another electric shock?
No. Nuclear explosion. This is called a PKE meter.
And we learned that as kids.
Yeah.
Which allows you to determine if there is or was a ghost in the area.
Send this down to the lab for analysis. Strangest virus I've ever seen.
It's not a virus, Doc. It's an outbreak.
I'm going home.
Damn.
Doc, what's wrong with me?
I'm itching so bad I can't stand it.
Should have drank some ginger ale.
Right. Canada Dry. Solves all.
You be out in the morning. Get some turmeric in that.
Right?
Let's roll.
Literally.
Real faint.
Me? I'm getting nada.
It's not switched on.
I knew that.
Egon here. I've been analyzing the PKE readings of the ghost that attacked me, and it appears that we're dealing with a symbio-apparitional entity.
Damn.
What I mean is, it needs to take on a human form in order to do its dirty work.
Jeopardy, man.
Right.
Alex Trebek.
Boil-infested zombies.
Yeah, like I really believe that.
What's happening to me?
Whatever infected Egon must have gotten to these...
Oh, that's crazy.
Or else they've been eating way too much chocolate.
Here's a quarter. Now go away.
Damn. The hell up out of here.
That's dark.
Put the pedal to the metal.
Seems like we're getting closer to it.
Man, I want another Ecto one. I want to build one now.
Somewhere very close.
Gotta do it.
Ghostbusters type, bro. It's so simple. You can still be a hero, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's nail this.
To talk like that. Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan's for wimps and people from Long Island. Brooklyn Heights is in the house.
I don't agree with that statement.
Damn.
This way. I'll stay here. Egon might call.
I don't remember if he gets sick.
Eduardo.
Man, is he gonna tick to you for taking that beacon?
Are you happy to see me, Eduardo? Because I'm really happy to see you. From the first time I saw you in the lecture hall, an attraction.
Well, I don't know.
She
Sorta.
little too. I like that.
Yeah.
You could stand to put on a couple of
It
pounds.
was really hard to resist. Kiss me, Eduardo. I want you to.
Back off, Eduardo!
No.
Why? She's legal. She's a go.
Oh my gosh, bro. This is so 90s. I love it, bro.
97, baby.
Oh my god. It's a kid show, bro.
It seems awful risky.
That was great.
Maybe we should check with Egon.
Shit.
Shock the shit out.
Nail that spook. No, you had it. It's back in the Ecto-1.
More power.
Damn.
What's
That was great.
Oh my
Somebody
god.
please respond.
You blasted me.
You were doing the Linda Blair bit. You were like,
Now I remember. The demon, Akira. She pretended to be my Grandma Rose. Show me how to work this thing.
There's
Damn.
time for that later. Egon
Payback.
wants us back at the firehouse.
somebody's gonna get yelled at.
If I'd have known any of this was gonna happen, I never would have done
Never
it.
mind that. I've been researching the entity that possessed you, Akira, and I've turned up some troubling information about her past.
Unpaid parking tickets?
According to ancient texts, which roughly translated means destroyer of civilizations.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I. But the remaining historical documentation is sketchy. How she destroys civilizations.
I got a theory. She makes people look like that. Nobody can get a date. Nobody gets married. No more kids.
That's your theory.
That's a crazy way of going about it.
Deductive reasoning. I'm a scientist, man.
You're an idiot, man.
We need more information about this entity. I have a feeling it can be found underground, near the site of the new subway
I
tunnel.
thought you already checked that out.
Perhaps I missed something.
Let's go.
I like this team.
Yeah.
These
This could be
PKE meters are amazing.
It's like they would have worked back in the 80s if they were old enough. They would have made a squad. They would start working for the Ghostbusters.
Definitely Monster Squad vibes for sure. They would have worked.
Here.
I need more monster hunting movies, man.
Lunch boxes.
That's
You wasn't
fun.
lying about the James Wan. I can see it now.
Tunnel workers abandoned this place in a
Great.
hurry.
Based on what they told that TV report, I'm betting they had a run-in with Akira.
Spook Central.
Look at this.
Phantom of the Opera back down there.
All right.
Tunnel. Maybe 1,000 years old.
I didn't even know they had subways back then.
Nice shooting, Eddie.
That's strange. Bars closing off the end of the tunnel.
Whoever built this thing must have been trying to keep something.
Trying to keep something from getting out. Akira.
Like a few prison bars are gonna hold a ghost.
Not by themselves. Certain cultures had knowledge of incantations and talismanic objects.
Where do you get this stuff from?
Books. You oughta try picking one up sometime. Lots of them come with pictures.
Hey man, last semester I read Oddity of Homer.
Odyssey.
Whatever.
So if there was an incantation at work here, the subway workers must have interrupted it with their drilling.
Damn.
She must have left one of her minions to guard the site.
You guys hear that?
No, just you.
Maybe it's the subway?
2 months.
Then may I suggest we beat it?
That would be me.
That ghostbusting business stinks. Oh man.
Stand back.
Nice.
Damn.
All right.
That's
Thinking on your
heavy,
feet.
that's heavy artillery.
Yeah.
Ghostbuster 2.
Guys, little help here?
My Mesopotamian is a little rusty, but I think I've deciphered the gist of it. It says that
We got a
Akira
yo-yo.
is just the tip of the
Flower
iceberg.
got a ton of personality in this show.
Offspring that will ultimately destroy the world. Apparently, she's a self-replicating entity. Akira is one of the most highly evolved ghosts I've ever come across. In comparison, most others are rather...
No kidding.
Oh no, the Ghostbusters have been out of business for... Egon Spanglers, we're no longer 54th and Broadway. Okay, I'll tell him.
Damn. But the city don't believe him.
Ghostbusters,
Right.
I think we're back.
It's time.
We must have gotten 50 calls. Kind of feels like the old
You
days.
should have wiped up Janine, bro.
To make her move.
Man.
Let's get that self-replicating, disease-spreading...
I've been giving this a lot of thought, and I can't send you kids out there again. It's not you, it's the equipment.
Hey.
It was ineffective against Akira the last time, and there's no reason to believe it'll work any better now.
Then why don't we make the equipment more powerful?
Upgrade it.
Soup it up.
In fact, it's impossible.
Is that you or the Boyles talking, Egon? I've never known.
I suppose it could be done, but it would require increasing the nuclear capacity of the proton packs you carry. And then, of course, the ghost trap would have to be modified in order to correlate with the augmented proton charge.
You work up the specs, I'll do the rest.
Egon tight, even with the flu.
Yep.
I like this. They're keeping it dark.
Oh, yeah, it's a cool effect. Nice.
See, I like the fact Eduardo had his own style. Like, he didn't wear the suit, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm picking up a reading. Southeast.
I just got a call from a truck. Kira's been spotted by the Brooklyn Bridge.
We're on it.
It's time. Give me goosebumps.
Yeah.
This is tight.
Aha.
They suiting up.
Get ready to suck proton juice.
Let's go.
In the house. Egon! Call 911!
Lost radio contact.
Oh, Egon.
Got real out here.
So scared? Hold me. On second thought.
They're low-key doing pretty good for their first trial.
Yeah.
You have no idea of who or what I am. My disease is among you now. Come to me, children.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Come to me.
Hell
Oh,
no.
that was nasty. Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, gosh.
A bunch of bed bugs.
Right?
Like
Check 'em out.
silverfish.
Yeah.
My children. Who's gonna have a heck of a time finding a babysitter?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm getting creeped out here.
It was in the beard, bro.
The body snatch.
Big Mama herself.
Get them off.
Oh, the baby destroy me.
Got her. Got her.
I shall take you down into the fiery depths.
Get up. Yeah.
There you go. I like the original design, but I really like the upgraded design.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Damn. Ooh. She just blew up.
Yeah.
Damn. Didn't even catch her. She just blew up.
It's just, hey, getting it
They
done.
defeated the ghost.
I just hope they're all right.
Put them out in the field. They got to think on their feet. They did it.
Or on their wheels.
Yeah.
We kicked ghost butt.
Hey, Peter.
Can you do something with this thing? It stinks.
So they did catch her. Okay.
Okay.
Goes right in the containment unit, like so.
Back off or you're next.
Damn.
You said some stuff before when you were possessed?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She really do like him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put on a couple of pounds.
She do remember.
Should be really proud of what you did.
Yo. Yo.
You saved an awful lot of lives. Not to mention saved me a bundle in dermatologist bills.
It is over.
Nah.
Uh-oh. Unleash.
Can you imagine looking in the window? You know what?
Bruh.
Going back to sleep.
Crazy. This is straight movie material. I'm serious.
I don't understand how they miss. I don't know how they be missing, bro.
Extreme
Ghostbusters.
Get that shit to Blumhouse.
Bro.
Let Wan bring that shit to life.
James Wan.
That'd be awesome. I'm looking at, he can bring that to life. That style and still have that humor. Oh man.
Bro, like you just gotta have the proper, it's funny because the writing has to be something of extreme but quirky and dark at the same time. Cause that's Ghostbusters.
It can work.
You know what I'm saying?
It can work.
You gotta have somebody with the I'm gonna have to say like
a coming of age sci-fi horror, literally with adventure.
Yeah,
there you go.
Cause it can work. You can get you. I think one of the downsides of it. Well, let me talk about this first. So, this is what I'm talking about as a kid. This was a great experience because I feel like a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I think when this came out, I was middle school, something like that. So a little older, but at the same time, it was still an adventure because I remember watching it when I was young, youthful, right? Little kid. So you watch Ghostbusters, the Real Ghostbusters. I watched Ghostbusters, then I watched the Real Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters was the corny one, like the one that had nothing to do with this storyline that we're on.
Right.
But they had to get the rights and all that. Make sure you go to Netflix, How They Made It. Is that what it was called? The movies that made us.
Yeah, the
movies that made us and the toys that made us.
The toys that made us.
When you watch that, then you'll get all the gist of it. We should actually do an episode on that one. And then, but the other cool thing is that we were able to remember those times.
Yeah.
So going in and just seeing it refreshing my mind is really cool seeing it. This is the downside of it. And I think this is what's wrong with the studio. Because Ghostbusters was so epic back in the 80s, they were trying to, in the 90s, we're trying to bring it back with the original squad. But due to actors and how they felt, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So then they brought the Extreme Ghostbusters out, which I think would have really worked. But it's just that we have to keep reliving to the old Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. And that's where it's going to conflict. That's why I'm like, you can bring back Ghostbusters. Like, literally do a part 1 to part 3. You have the 2 movies. You have the video game. Literally, word for word, pound for pound, just hire new actors. And then with part 4, you go into the future, 10 years from now, Ghostbusters are retired. There's still ghosts floating, but the call for it is not as severe. The world's more on repent, do this and all that stuff. The world's a little different. And then you have to go to Extreme Ghostbusters. And you can give a 1 and 2 out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then part 3 of that, then everybody comes together. You that's when Winston shows back up and he's controlling things. Yeah. Well, even with Extreme Ghostbusters, Winston is on the back end, controlling things money wise. Yeah. Egon's there, Ray part, but Peter is the one that's not there. Right? He leaves and does his own thing. And I always felt that, even though I love Rick Moranis, but I felt that he should never got with Janine. It should have been Egon. Because even when the new one, Egon had a daughter, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And Annie Potts showed back up, and it's like, nah, it don't work. It don't work, man.
Missed opportunity.
It was missed opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So, and then when you watch Extreme Ghostbusters, she took care of them. Yeah. She loved Egon. And then
respected what she stood for.
Yeah. And then when you see the movie, you're like, oh shit, it's like none of that really happened. Like it kind of avoided out Extreme Ghostbusters, you know?
I think the show's
Ghostbusters.
I think the show's doing its job, man. It's carrying on the torch without people really knowing or paying attention to it. Because basically what you said, it is in the future. It kind of extends those other movies and that material that we did get.
Yeah.
And I just see this show particularly right here was a room for stories and episodic things to go down, because it's like occurring with a new team, new generation, and yet the legacy characters are still there, but they're supporting characters. They're not necessarily the main characters.
Yeah.
They're there for the history and the exposition. Granted, and that's how it should be. Let these new kids take the torch and do their thing, because again, these first 2 episodes, we see them making mistakes and learning how to be Ghostbusters on their feet. They respect the idea, they respect the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're having fun too. Mm-hmm. They're also into the science aspect. So I think it's just wrong for you know what? Let's try that. If we are gonna go forward, let's go from the POV of the youthful.
And granted, and this is where I think they also went wrong. I like Ghostbusters. What's the one that Afterlife?
Afterlife, yeah.
In fact, love that movie.
2020.
The movie tore me up from the flow up. But they shouldn't be kids. They were college students.
Yeah.
Kylie was what, 19
yeah.
18, 20, so 18 to 20.
Yeah.
Eduardo was probably like 22. You know what I mean? Roland was. They weren't no older than 25 as a unit, right? And I think that worked because they're gonna deal with grown ideas. And then when you had the other one, what was the last one? Emperor of the Ice Age or some shit?
Frozen Empire. Yeah.
It was stupid. Yeah. You had these kids running around trying to be Ghostbusters, and they're just doing reckless things, which defeats the whole purpose of part 1 of Afterlife because they weren't even built that way.
Right. And
they have their parents ghostbusting. It was just stupid. It felt like a fantasy level. It's high. Go back to the grown-up thing.
To the core.
Yeah, I like this. I like this fact, man. You know what I mean? And you have the relationship idea, Eduardo and Kylie. You know what I mean? They got this thing because you know she like him.
Yeah.
And he obviously likes her because I remember in this series they started getting close. I don't think they ever made anything official, but you could read between the line of where that relationship would have went. And I think if you was to redo it, the movies or the TV series, I think Ghostbusters should honestly be a movie TV series idea. Like literally how they did Power Rangers. You did the first season of Power Rangers, and while you're doing first season, you're filming the movie.
There you go.
That's what they should be doing. While you're doing the first season of Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? You're filming the movie.
You don't have to make anything up. You literally have material to go off.
Exactly.
On.
Like
the stuff that we have is gonna help you. You just gotta put it on screen.
Like the State Puff, that will work as a film, but you should show Ray and all them and that whole first 7 episodes, them becoming Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Because they montaged the whole beginning. Because once they got the proton, they showed them with the ghost readers and everything like that, and then they went to the library. That's when they found it, and they ran out and all that shit, and they came back and they started busting ghosts. They were busting ghosts and taking ghosts out the whole time. And then Zool was like the main villain.
Right. Yeah.
Right? In that movie. You can literally show them montaging busting ghosts with a TV series and then make that movie. That's going to get people to watch the program and the film.
Yeah.
It's hand in hand.
And then even from the movie before Frozen Empire, Afterlife, man, I like what they was doing with the kids. You know, they were growing up and everything. Podcast had this little thing. He got the interview with one of the Ghostbusters hands-on. So all these youthful kids and teenagers had the experience. And the rule is when there is a bad entry in the series, you retcon that shit and just do an alternate timeline going back to the ones that were good and spawn off with that.
Well, I like podcasts, but I can do it out.
Yeah.
See, the difference with podcasts and the rest of the group, podcast was good because podcast was this kid that was doing podcasting.
Yeah.
He ain't got nothing to do with Ghostbusters. He's reading the news. He's podcasting.
He reports.
So that's what you build up on.
Yeah.
Like, let's say podcast is Garrett, right? Which would make sense. This handicapped kid.
Okay.
He's podcasting the whole time.
Yeah.
He's big on Ghostbusters.
Right.
And he eventually gets old enough and the opportunity comes out.
There it is, yeah.
You kind of build with him. Right now, you're building this kid. He's handicapped. Probably had a bad leg or something, broke his leg in a wheelchair, but then he becomes a Ghostbuster.
I'm down.
Yeah. That's how you modernize things like that. I think it would work. They just got to go back to the drawing board, man. They messed it up. They took away the fantasy of it. Ghostbuster Afterlife worked. You brought the old with the new. And then I'm expecting this team of Ghostbusters.
Right.
And then all I got was scrubs.
Because that's what was presented.
It was scrubs. It was like, yo, this can actually really work. And then they just kind of like, they destroyed the whole idea.
Yeah.
They bring back Ghostbusters, but in the meantime, I'm enjoying Extreme Ghostbusters. It's gonna be a hell of a ride, man. Taking it back, and then probably even after this, we might go back to the Real Ghostbusters.
Man, I'm with it.
7 seasons of that shit.
Great what if, but still possibilities.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
I want them to bring it back, man. Like we spoke last time, it's like they got it right. Ivan did what his son, what's his name?
Jason.
Yeah. He did a good thing, man. Then part 2 came out, and it was like,
I don't know what happened.
He's like, you know what? F them ghosts. You know what? We're gonna do something totally different. I just, and it's like right now is key timing. Ernie Hudson and them, they not young.
Yeah.
You wasting the older guys, man.
That's the problem. Yeah. That's a big factor.
Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, they're not young.
They're not young.
You're wasting them. We already lost Harold, bro. Like, Annie Pot, they not young.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of happy Rick Moranis didn't show back up, bro. He's like, I'm not coming back for this.
Yep. He knows.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Nope. Damn, but you know what? Anthony Mackie is Winston, bro. Yeah, man. I'm down. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about us.
It's about you.
Post your comments down below. Let us know how much fun you guys had watching part 1 and part 2, man. We got through it. That's the first continuation in the show. Like, they got you in and got you out.
That's a win.
It's like, yo, we're going to get you going. If you like this, we'll keep the show moving. I loved it, man. I want to know what you guys thought. And how do you guys take the animation switch from the real Ghostbusters to this animation? It's kind of different. You know what I'm saying?
I like this one.
Yeah, this one had that Jumanji, Men in Black. It was like style they were doing.
Same style.
Yeah, it was the same style. Yeah. That grimy, gritty, colorful vibe, but still dull.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same creator, same team.
Yeah. I think it was the same studio, as a matter of fact. Come to think of it, you know what I mean?
MIB was dope too.
Yeah. But yeah, this was really cool, man. Really enjoyed it.
Myself. Yeah.
And if you were around at that time and of age, you knew what was going on, did you actually watch this show back in the day? I want to know. Put in the comments down below. And who's your favorite Ghostbuster from old team and new team?
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hell yeah.
All right, y'all. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. Don't forget to share. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon, where you can get the uncut version of this episode and many more. We also got some exclusive content only for Patreon because YouTube won't let us play it on YouTube.
What are you waiting for? Sign up.
Also, if you want to show the channel some love and you want to receive early reaction videos and just early content in general, including streams, make sure you join the YouTube membership in the section down below.
Don't get left behind.
I'm J3.
We're on the show, Ninja Assess.
Road to 100,000 subscribers.